Hello everyone, welcome. My name is BadCode. How's everybody doing? Yeah, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be adding cars to your QBox server. I will explain very rapidly how to add this MLO because it doesn't exist on QBox. This is one of the dealerships that is in qbcore. If you do find the location where it's at, there is a link to the page where you can download it so you don't have to copy it from there. You can copy it from there, but that version was only given authorization to use on qbcore. If you do, you should go online and get that version. So the luxury shop on for vehicles is already ready for this, all the positions and everything, so it's very useful, and I'll show you which one you have to download. So let's go to your VPS server. Here's the link if anybody, I might put this in the description, not sure. This is a link to another car dealership. This one is more recent, but it's a little buggy. There is no floor on this, and your feet will walk and the cars will be down below. So instead of downloading the 2.10, download the 1.00. Just click download here. It'll create a file. I've already downloaded, so I won't be doing that. This is the file. Open it up. Open the 5M ready. Copy this to your MLOs directory. Mine is already copied. Restart the server. Boom, you're done. We will come back to this later because that way you have the MLO and it's ready for action. Since it's already in, cars will be appearing here, here, and here. You probably won't be doing any of the work. There's more cars over here, so don't worry. The test part will come out here and go out the door. So let's go add some cars. We're gonna add 2 today. So back to your VPS server. Okay, so I'm using this car, and we're going to be adding this car and this one, the McLaren Artura and the Dodge Charger. I've already downloaded both of them. The McLaren one is this one, and the Charger is this one. So all you have to do is click download. It'll go to the download page, then download again. Be careful with the cars you add. It should follow the TOS of the CFX thing. Anything that has emblems of cars is copyrighted material, and you cannot use them on your server without permission. So just a heads up. So we got our downloads. 1 second. We got our downloads. We're gonna do the McLaren one first. Open it with your compactor. I use 7-zip. A lot of people use WinRAR. It is up to you guys. We can work with what we have here. This is the directory we do need. To know if it's a 5M, it usually has a 5M in it. Oh, something else. When you're downloading something, cars or anything like that, especially from GTA 5 mods, it should have the 5M thing on it. This way you know it's ready for 5M, QB, core, QBox, X and all that. If it doesn't, it is a lot harder. So just a heads up. So this is the file that we were looking for, the one that says 5M. Sadly, the directory name is 5M, but we will change that. So we are going to copy this file, this directory, to the directory we have our vehicles in. You can do it one of two ways. One way is the way I explained it in one of my videos, that you don't have to add anything to your server.cfg. Other way is create a directory like this, vehicles with the brackets, and ensure it in your config, your server.cfg. So we're going to copy the 5M over to the directory. We don't want it with this name because 5M is 5M. We can close this. We're going to change it to McLaren Artura. So this is the directory we got. If it looks like this, you are using the right directory. I'm speed running this a little bit. I'm sorry. This is 50% of adding it to your QBox. Now we have to figure out what's the name of this car when we spawn it into the game. It is usually in your main directory here, or in your Steam directory. It depends on how the person configures it. But you should be looking for your vehicles.meet meta. This here has a lot of the information of the car. One of them is the name of the car. Edit it with your favorite editor. Don't be scared. We are searching for the model name. It's right here. And it's McLaren. So remember this. We're going to need this later on to add it to QBox. So we know the name. We know it's already insured in server. If you haven't, if you don't have the strategy I'm using explained in the video that will appear on the top right by now, you will have to add it to your server.cfg. Just put insure bracket vehicles bracket and it should be good. So we're going to go back to your resources directory. We're going to go to resources. We're going to look for QBX and we're going to search for qbcore. In qbcore, we're going to go to our shared folder and we are going to edit our vehicles.lua. Edit with your favorite editor. I was already here a few minutes back testing it out. What you see here are all the cars that are in your system, in your QBox. What we're going to do, since this is a sports car, we're going to copy this group here. The comma, the name ending with the bracket comma. Copy. Remember, you should have two of these at the end. At this one, where I'm selecting, we should end it with a comma, and then we should paste what we copied up above. Now the fun part happens. So the name of the car, first off, let's give it the name it has in the file. Clart. I think this was the name. Let me just check. Yes, it was Clark. Make sure it is exactly the same or else it'll break. This name here, you should also place it in the model. And the hash. And now we know it's an Atura, so we're gonna call it, the name of this will be the Artura. If I'm butchering the name, I am sorry. And the brand is McLaren. You can change this slightly so it doesn't symbolize the original car. I'm just doing this for educational purposes. You can call it whatever you want in these things. So the price, let's give it, I don't know, about $1 million. There, that should work. So this adds the car to your QBox, and it helps with adding it to the vehicle shops. We will be needing it later on. So let's put this at the end. Let's close this. Close this. We'll be using this in a few seconds. So we've added the car here, not here, in a directory. External vehicles. Here, we've added the car here. Oh, we downloaded. We've added it to our QBox. Now we're gonna have to restart the server. So restart it, and when we come back, I will be in game. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's use this location. So car M. Clark. As you can see, here it is. Beautiful car. This baby does 200 plus. This needs a harness because if you do hit anything, you will fly. It is light as a feather, also. Whoop, there we go. The best place to test this is on the highway. So let's go over to the highway. Here we go. Let's fix it. Yeah, this is a car that needs a harness. Well, never mind. It does around 200 some. As you can see, it is sliding all over the place. I am not a good driver. Don't do this in real life. It's already hitting 200. With the car maxed out, I think it does 220. I think it almost did 250. If I'm not mistaken. There are a lot of buses here today. Yeah, this thing moves. So let's sort of teleport back. Around here. So, okay, this car works perfectly fine. Let's add another one. to the system. Go back to your VPS. Now we're gonna edit this one. The Dodge Charger, if I'm not mistaken. Open it with your favorite editor. This one is a little different. I am not sure if this will work 100%, but we can try. We're going to use, since the FX manifest is right here, we're going to be using this directory. You can change the name of the directory and just paste it over to the other location. You can leave it as is if you want. Just place Dodger or Dodge. What's it called? Dodge. I'm not good with certain words. Dodge Charger. It's just so you know what is what, because this name here right here. But it is important to keep this name so you know where you got it. They usually place more information here in here maybe, but nope, there's no information. So in theory it should be ready. We do have to add it to your qbcore. It's not a sports, but we can use it the same way. It's more of a muscle car. Let's see if we can find a muscle car. Just do the same thing you did back then. Just copy this whole group. Just make sure there's a comma before the new one. Let's see if we can find if there's a muscle car here, because I don't remember the name. Oh, there it is. I found it. I saw one. There it is. Okay, muscle. Let's copy this. Muscle. This is a Dodge, and it is a Charger. We still don't know the name of the car, so let's see. Go into the directory. Most of the times it's in the main directory or it's in the Steam directory. No, it's not in the Steam. Maybe the data directory. Yeah, it's in the data. You'll search for it. You search always for vehicles.meta. It is one of the main files of the car thing. So edit it. And actually the name is one complicated thing. Okay, you have to use that name. At least it'll be simpler for the game. So vehicles, add it to your qbcore shared vehicles. Change this name here, change the model, and change the hash. Since this is a muscle, it will be shown somewhere else. We will go to that location you can only buy it in that location. So maybe make it 90K. Okay. Save it again. We're gonna have to restart the server again, so I'll see you in a sec. Okay, we are back on the server. Let's see if our car shows up. haven't tested this car out yet, so I'm not sure if it'll work. Car. Okay. Why is there? We are going to drive to the other one because this will probably will appear there. I'm not sure. Oh, this baby slides. But as you can see, the car is in. Oh my gosh, this is rear. I'm not a good driver for rear wheel driving. Better run, sir. We're just testing out the car. Wow, this baby slides all over the place. I am not a good driver, so it does have speed. Excuse me, sir. Probably with a controller it'll work better. I am using a keyboard and mouse. We're heading here just to see if the car does appear now. In certain cases, if it's a sports or super, it appears in the luxury section, so it's not accessible for all the rest. If it is a muscle car, it should appear here. So let's check it out. Muscle. Yeah, here it is. It's this one. It's already in here. Awesome. Well, adding it to, you don't usually have to add it to your vehicle shop unless it's a luxury car. If it is, then we have to do something different. So let me just make that one disappear. T/DV. We can test it, just make sure it's okay. E. Test vehicle. Okay, works fine. If you pop out of the car, it'll put you back. So the car is automatically added to your vehicle shop, but the luxury cars are not. So let's do that. This is part 2 of this video. So back to your VPS. Okay, we've added our 2 cars. Now we want to be able to add them to the luxury shop. And before we go in there, let's take you. There's no icon here, but we can add it later on. Not sure if it'll add it automatically when we turn it on. So we already have our MLO here. This is the same MLO that was used in QBcore. Since most of the data from qbcore is also in QBox, they did comment this out because they didn't have the authority to, I'm assuming it was because of that, they didn't have the authority to use the MLO. So that's why they removed it. But if you go through the process that I told you a few minutes back, you can easily add it, and you mostly don't have to do any of the work. It'll put it automatically in actually the same spots. So, so let's do this. So we have to go back to your resources directory, search for QBox, and search for vehicle store or vehicle shop. Enter it, go to your config, and I'm assuming it's your shared. Edit to your shared .lua folder. As I said before, be careful, make a backup of your stuff. It's important that you always do a backup so you don't break what you have. Edit. And as you can see, vehicles that don't have any instructions as the type of model it is, it will automatically think it's PDM. That's why it appeared automatically on the other place. We have the models here that are luxury. So we're going to have to add our one that we just made. Since it's a sports car, I'm going to add it in the sports section. Right here. M Claret equals luxury. Don't forget the comma at the end, it's important. Now, we've added to our luxury, but we don't have the part that spawns the cars in the luxury. If you keep going down, you will notice the PDM, where you can change the locations of the cars. Pretty easy. There's a blimp. This will add it to the map. These are the categories that are sold here. You can add new categories. If you do, we have to add it here. And you also have to add it in qbcore, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to recheck that. There's a showroom, the cars, blah, blah, and the part we want, luxury. They have commented this out for the reason because they didn't have that MLO, but now we do. And what we have to do, there's a lot of code that's commented with these two minuses. Just remove all these minuses. I know it's a little stressful. There's a way to do it. I don't know what the keys are. So, well, there is a way to put them on, but I haven't figured out a way to remove them. Make it look nice. After you've deleted all of these little comment things, I'm going to do a few things to this. This is a place where the blip will appear. These are the things that it'll have in here. LB Sports and Super. Again, you can create another ones. You can create an import category where the cars you import into the game. But then you won't have something like a difference between pickups, sports, muscles, and all that. We're almost, nope, I did mess up there. Okay, we're done. You can put certain cars in the showroom. These are the boxes where you can, where the little options to open the car menu to see what cars are in there and all that. You can change these positions. It will be a little bit hard, so I wouldn't mess with that. And these are the cars that in those positions that appear. I wouldn't suggest changing the coordinates, leave as is. You can change the cars in those sections if you want. But I would probably leave it as is also, because we can change the cars. If you want to change the name of the car store, you can also. But what we want to do is, this luxury shop is related to a job. If you have the job, you can change the cars and all that. But if you don't want it related to a job, you can always comment this out. But if you do that, you also have to add something here. It's called, let me just check, free use. You have to copy this from down here to up here, and bam. Save the file. Then you don't have to restart your server. You can just restart the script. QBX vehicle shop. It should work automatically. So there you have it. There's some cars here. Amazing. Now, as you can see, we have access to the menu. You can change cars. We are going to search for the one we added also, which was the McLaren Artura. There it is, McLaren Artura. Boom. Let's see if it works with the testing. Did I hit her? Your life flashing before your eyes. And there you have it. I'll probably make another video explaining how you can add a new category maybe later on. But for now, this is it. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. It really does help the channel. If you want to be informed of new videos, hit that subscribe and that notification button. That also helps the channel. We are almost at 200, and it's all because of you guys. All I have to say is I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me, and every time I look at that subscribe number of people that are subscribed, that thing keeps going up slowly, but it's going up. I love to see it go up, and it makes me smile, and it makes me want to continue doing this. You guys make me happy helping you out like this, and these are simple things that I like to do. Sometimes I just go into here and say what's going to be a next video, and I'm just checking around, messing around here and then up there, and then all of a sudden, hey, this could be a video. Actually, this was a suggestion from someone, and I give you all of this for free, and it's pretty easy, to tell you the truth. So, and I don't see a lot of people doing QBox, and I do also do qbcore, but there's a lot of people doing qbcore. I don't see a lot of people doing QBox, so I decided also to do QBox. So there, leave a suggestion or a comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that. There's also Discord if you want to pop in, say hi. And it's not, a lot of people are not talking, don't worry, it's people are afraid to talk, I don't know. If you message me, if I'm on, I'll see if I can respond. If not, oh well. And that's it. Thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.